Hello, Miami. This is Kryptochick with Crypto Magazine, and I am sitting here with an amazing team. This is the team behind the very first Bitcoin car. So let's talk about, you guys, this is actually like a really exciting moment, and this is like one of the most historical moments, I would say, so far. So this is the very first car that was ever bought with Bitcoins on a personal level. Let's go ahead and like talk about like the history of it, like when it happened, and who the owner was that bought it. Rasa, I believe, was the very first owner, and then you guys eventually took over the team and saved the car.
So the story goes that in 2013, Rasa, legendary developer in the space, he started one of the first Bitcoin conferences, TNABC. Him and Mo put that together. He bought this car for 1,000 Bitcoin. And at the time, Bitcoin was $22 a coin. It was like a $22,000 purchase. And not even a year or two later, people were calling it the $1 million Prius because of where it went. And we think this is important because this and the pizza, which is no longer here, made Bitcoin real. Before it was just a concept, right? It was like a cool tech idea. But once you could actually demonstrate, hey, I can exchange this for something of real value, that's when it really solidified in people's minds and it began to take off.
It became a monetary transaction.
Exactly. And we ended up with the car because in, a couple of years ago?
Yeah, he had an accident in 2021, or 2021.
Yeah.
He had an accident.
So you guys saved the car.
We saved the car, exactly.
Yeah.
So I heard he was planning on having the insurance just total it out and have it be just essentially thrown out into the garbage. And so I told him, like, this can't happen. This is a historical artifact. It has to be saved. So Evan and I talked with him, and we basically took the car off of his hands and decided to, last year, sell it during the Bitcoin auction. There were some issues. The title had issues. We had to stop the sale last year and have the title fixed. But we took that opportunity to not only have the title fixed, also have the entire vehicle itself fully restored. So we had it completely fixed. The entire front half of the car didn't exist. It was wrecked. It was destroyed. So we spent a lot of money, close to $10,000 fixing the Prius. So the mechanic who was fixing it, he was like telling me, like, dude, listen, I don't feel good taking this money. This is ridiculous.
I think the Kelly Blue Book value on the Prius is like 6,000, and we were spending 10,000 to fix it.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm like, dude, it's fine. Be cool. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just fix it. Make sure it's perfect. And he did. He made sure it was excellent. And now it's fully restored. It can be taken on tour.
And it's of course it's drivable.
Totally
It's drivable.
and it's a hybrid, so it has great gas mileage.
Great gas mileage.
And what year is it?
It's a 2011, and it was purchased in 2013 for 1,000 Bitcoin.
Which in today's value is $27 million.
Yeah.
So
Is
it's
that
a
it?
20.
Yeah.
So it's a 27. So at one time,
It was
At one point, it was a
At the peak of the bull run,
68 million.
$60 million car.
Yeah.
And it's
My
Prius,
goodness.
and it's a salvage title Prius.
Which technically makes it the most expensive car in the world, actually.
Yeah.
Depending on the price of Bitcoin.
Depending on the price of Bitcoin at the time. Yeah.
So,
It has been the most expensive car in the world.
so you guys are doing an auction.
Yeah.
And this is to find the historical forever home.
Exactly.
For this
Well,
car.
I mean, there's no such thing as a forever home because, like, this is a historical thing. There's no real, like, in the spiritual sense. There can never be a owner of this car. Like, people pay to be a steward and
Doing a thing.
people pay to be a steward of this car for history, to be able to hold it for the future. So the purpose of the auction is, yeah, sure, to sell it and make a lot of money, excellent. But more so, it's to find a person who has the resources that he's capable of being the steward of this car. So he can save it for the future so people can like have it.
So how is it gonna, like, I'm just really curious, like, how you guys have had this in your possession
For now, 2 years.
for 2 years
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
It's precious.
Very.
I know it means a lot to you.
Absolutely.
I know you probably want it to go to the best home.
Yeah, I think it means a lot to
how
the
do
whole
you-
community.
How do you think that it's gonna? How do you think you guys are gonna feel like when that day happens?
Oh, I'll be
like the
ecstatic.
auction
I'll be
is.
so relieved.
It'll
The
be good.
auction's
It's the
tomorrow.
hot potato. I don't want to have this car, man.
It's a lot of pressure
I'm
to
trying
have the
hand
most
it off
expensive
as
car in
soon
the
as
world.
I can. Like, I'm not a good steward. I'm just holding it for like a short period of time until the actual steward can come in and take it. you
Yeah,
know?
because our thoughts are, right, like the pizza doesn't exist anymore, right? If you're looking at the evolution of currency and you're saying, you know, we went from gold to dollars to credit cards to crypto, this is really the only thing that comes to mind to show, hey, this is when this started to be used. And to just have it totaled is terrible, and just have it scrapped is terrible. And honestly, I don't think it's meant to be just driven around either. So we're hoping that someone who's either a collector, someone who has either a museum of some sort will be able to really put in the care to keep this preserved. And that's also why we asked a lot of the OGs to add their signatures, because it's not just about, you know, oh, this is the $48 million car, right? This is about it being a grassroots movement and all the different pieces that it took to make Bitcoin what it is today.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the people we have represented in this car, you know, they've dedicated their lives and a lot of money and early risk to help us get to where we are today. Otherwise, this car would have never been called a $48 million Prius.
Right. It might actually, like, the more I think about it, like, if they had it in the museum, like, it would actually be kind of cool, like, if they had it in the museum and then they actually made maybe like some NFTs for the games that are limited to this exact model.
Yeah.
We're actually going to be doing a limited NFT run for anyone who participates in the bidding.
Okay.
Whether you win or not, you'll be getting a model with all the signatures and everything. And it's going to
And
be
a shirt as well. And a t-shirt.
and it's going to be
Special
minted
t-shirt.
through Counterparty, so it'll still be on the blockchain without clogging it up with the new ordinals thing.
Okay, well, let's talk about the auction a little bit. So when did the
Sure.
auction start, and when is it over, and how long does everybody have a chance to like get in on this?
The auction has already started. It started on the 10th. The auction ends Saturday the 20th, May 20th at 11 p.m. We're going to be having a party at Esquina de Abuela to celebrate this also. If you come, Little Bitcoin's going to be headlining along with Rare Skrilla. Rare Skrilla had the first music NFT. Little Bitcoin's like a rap group. They're all Bitcoin themed music. It's going to be quite fun. But yeah,
Sounds exciting.
at 11 p.m. is when it closes. And the last 10 minutes of the auction, if anyone bids, it resets a 10-minute timer, so no one can snipe it. And so it could go a lot longer, but 11's officially the cutoff time.
Okay, and all that's going to be celebrated at the event.
Yep.
Okay, and the car is going to stay here until.
Yeah,
11?
we're taking it out of here at the end of the conference, and we're going to be moving it to the event. So the car will be at the event if anyone wants to come check it out and see it.
Okay, so I just want to like throw out there that anybody that bids on this car, like I think it belongs to Kryptochick, so you guys can go ahead and like buy the car and donate it to me.
That's acceptable. That's
Okay.
acceptable to us.
As long as you don't destroy it, we don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah, just don't destroy it.
So, oh no. Okay, so I always my grandparents had like a Mustang, and I always loved it because it had a horse on it. I always wanted it. I was young. They gave it to my cousin. It broke my heart,
Oh,
and she wrecked it like a month later.
Oh no.
tragic.
It was supposed to be mine.
Tragic.
Okay. So who there's some amazing signatures on here.
Yeah.
We have Bruce Fenton, we have David Ripley. Let's talk about like who has signed the car and
Yeah, do you want to like
Who's
walk around and
the-
look at them, or just mention them from here?
we can walk around.
We have Junset, who is Junset, who was the like founder of the Bitcoin Maximalist movement. We have David Ripley, the CEO of Kraken. We have Suzanne. She started BitNation and had minted the first like marriage certificate on blockchain and like land deed on blockchain. We have Pepinardo, who's like an OG artist in the Bitcoin Pepe space. We have Tatiana Rose. Am I saying that right? She had the first like music coin minted on the Bitcoin blockchain. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we have David Bailey, he's the CEO of BBC Inc. and Bitcoin Magazine. They're also the ones throwing this wonderful conference. Shout out Bitcoin 2023. Tone Bays is a very popular influencer in the space. He does a lot of trading stuff. We have Lynn Aldrich. This is the mother of Ross Aldrich. Ross had started the Silk Road, which is like a big part of Bitcoin history. She runs the Free Ross Foundation. If anyone feels called to help donate or sign the petition, Ross is still
Sign the
serving
petition, you
life
guys.
in
Free
prison.
Ross still.
Johnny Dollar, who's the original Bitcoin artist. We have Scott Talon, who was the chief editor of Bits Online. This man, one of my favorites, Andreas Antonopoulos. He was one of the very first Bitcoin educators. I mean, this guy like educated the educators. Over on this side, we have Michael Tizzoni. Yeah, we have more on the side. Michael Tizzoni, he was the original purchaser of the car. We have Samson Mao. He does nation-state blockchain adoption. He's helping with that. We have Eric Adema, who had started the Miami Bitcoin Center. Aaron Koenig, he's a big educator. He's been speaking at conferences since 2013, I believe. We have Doug Scribner. He's famously sold smoothies for Bitcoin at PortFest like years and years ago. That's the collection so far. We're hoping to get a few more during the conference, and yeah.
So is this? It has the Bitcoin license.
Yes, this is this, yeah, when he got the car, he got this license plate. It is the first Bitcoin vanity plate in the US. You can see the stack of stickers on there over it. So this has been the same original one. This is the original plate. Yeah, that alone we think is historical.
Yes, the plate alone can be over $100,000. And
Tons of license plate
it shows
collectors.
that it's the actual plate because the stickers for the plate go back to 2013.
That is.
And on top of that, the other stickers that you see here, Bitcoin sticker here, you can see that the sun has created it, and you can determine that it's 10 years of sun exposure. There's no other Bitcoin sticker on Earth that can possibly have 10 years of sun exposure. This is the only sticker that can have that, and it shows that this is the actual car itself.
This is amazing, you guys. This is definitely, like, in my opinion, like, it just is absolutely amazing, you know, about the pizza, but the pizza's gone, you guys. This has got to be like the most historical piece of Bitcoin's history right now. So
We agree.
And
That's why we
about the
couldn't see it
pizza.
go to scrap, you know?
absolutely, no.
About the pizza, something kind of like fun that we're doing is whoever's the bidder of the car, the key fob for the car is going to be presented to him in a pizza box that was brought to us here, special from the Papa John's that made the first Bitcoin pizza.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and it's actually over there. That's the pizza box from the Papa John's that came to us today, and it's specifically for that, yeah. And we have a photo of the person who picked it up for us. Like at the store, they have a plaque that says this is the spot that made the first Bitcoin pizza. They held the box up next to the plaque, took a photo of it, so we can know for sure this is from that store. Yeah, it's kind of silly, but like it's, you know.
You want to take a
Makes
seat
sense.
inside, see what it feels like to sit in a $48 million Prius?
Yeah, of course I do.
Oh, absolutely.
Getting ready to sit in the very first Bitcoin car, everybody. Oh my god, it's so exciting. Can I take it for a drive? Can you see it? You know, I wonder.
That was ambitious.
Where did Devin go?
From the very beginning, I was like, he ain't got it.
I gotta know about
There we
this
go.
now. Art. Hey, you guys. So what is this? What is
We
this
had
about?
the car blessed at a Hindu temple to keep its new owners safe and to keep the car safe to avoid it getting in a wreck again.
Yeah, so I think that would be like my main concern. Like, you guys, when you bid on this and whoever ends up being the owner, like, just, I already know you'll cherish it. You know what to do. So whoever ends up winning this, just take good care of it. This is one of the biggest historical moments in Bitcoin's lifetime so far, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. And I'm so glad you guys gave me this opportunity to talk about it and let everybody know and meet you guys and sit in this amazing and help make me a part of the history as well.
You're welcome. Thank you. Oh, there is one more thing we'd like to let people know probably. Craig Wright is not allowed to bid.
Oh.
No Craig Wright.
Sorry, Craig.
That's all.
Sorry. You asked for it. Hey there, everybody. This is Kryptochick with Krypto Magazine, and I am here at the 2023 BTC convention in beautiful Miami. And I'm also sitting here in front of the very first Bitcoin car that was bought with 1,000 Bitcoins, which is absolutely amazing. They're doing an auction with that, so shout out to them. And I also have here with us the founder of BTC Pay
Systems.
BTC Pay Systems, I apologize, and with Chris Terry. And we would love to learn more about BTC Pay Systems.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here.
You bet. Very quickly, our system is very unique in the fact that we're building a business-to-business payment platform using Nostr as our messaging protocol and Bitcoin Lightning to clear the payments. So a lot of people in the space here at the show, which has been fantastic, their focus is, it's all kind of consumer-driven. You can use Nostr, you can use the different apps, and you can tip and sell sats. And we've decided we can use the same technology for business. And so being able to have two business customers connect, have instantaneous payments, and basically let people monetize data that you couldn't cost effectively monetize before. If you had a transaction with somebody and it was 5 cents, when you go to charge a Visa card or MasterCard or invoice or send an ACH or wire, you can't afford to have a business transaction for 5 cents. And using the same technology that people are using now to tip people with sats, we can use it for business data. I mean, that's really what it's about, is taking this platform and trying to get it out there in the environment for business. And it changes everything. No accounts receivable, no accounts payable, instantaneous settlement. It's good for business just like it is for regular people.
So we were talking like a little bit earlier and everything when we first met about so like for example, you were saying like with trading, and so can we kind of go over that again, like as far as like if somebody was wanting to trade and instead of paying like a full membership or something like that,
Oh, sure.
That was a good example.
So we have a company in the UK, which is our launch client. They're called DK Power Trading. They're a London-based company, and they sell trading data. They had a traditional model where people would subscribe to their trades, and there's lots of these businesses out there. You have a trading service, and they charge, let's say, I don't know, $1,000 a month, and maybe the traders are doing great. They're pro traders, and you could copy their trades and trade with the pros. But if you pay $1,000 a month, maybe the pros aren't so good, right? And you spend $1,000 and maybe they're losing money. And so what we decided to do is turn that model upside down, since with our system, you literally, it's data, and it could be one data point. In this case, it could be one trade. And so rather than making people subscribe for $1,000 a month, they're saying, hey, you could subscribe to one trade, and we're charging £1 UK for the trade. If you like the trade, great. If you don't, great. They get paid in Bitcoin Lightning, so they're happy they get paid. You get the trade. If the trade worked out great, maybe you buy another one. But it lowers the barrier of entry because there's no upfront cost, there's no subscription fees. It kind of changes the subscription model where the customer can pay by the drink. Like you're not making.
You may not want to use it for like a whole week or a month. You might want to use it one time.
Exactly. So rather than saying, hey, you got to buy a whole pot of coffee, you can just go ahead and try it. And if you like our coffee, in this case our trading system, then great, then buy some more. But the way data is now is if you have just little bits of data, you can't sell it. It's impossible to monetize it. And this system we designed is really letting you monetize any business data, but typically small data. You're trying to sell a car, you can afford to invoice for $10,000 or $15,000 for the car. But if you want to sell me a little note that you wrote down here on your pad for 500 sats, I can't take Visa or MasterCard, right? And helping businesses use what is being built, right, with this Bitcoin system.
So, okay, for me, like one of the biggest things in this space is like security. So like you have like specific like security measures in place to make sure, you know, like what kind of?
So in this case, right, we use traditional tools like all beyond the wallet side. Typical apps like Damus or other apps can be used. Maybe white label them to help our customers kind of make it a better experience. So it's the same technology and the same security that's built in. It's a Lightning wallet. Nothing's different. We're using available tool sets, and all we're doing is rearranging them in a unique way. And we've got like a subscription engine we built, so you could say, hey, I want to buy it or I don't. So we've taken tool sets and kind of recreated like a Lego set, something new, but we're not reinventing security. All the security you have with traditional, you know, keys and all that, it's your keys, it's not my keys, it's your Bitcoin, it's not my Bitcoin. When you send your sats to this trading company because you like their trade, he gets it. All we are is we provide the plumbing. The trading company doesn't know anything about Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
All they know is they've got trades and their customers want to buy it. And so we're just using these tool sets to try to enable business.
That's amazing. What's your background? Tell me
I've been doing IT for 30 years. My claim to fame was back in 1995. I started a company called Florida Internet. If you're from Florida, people may know who I am. We sold in 1998 with 50,000 customers, one of the largest ISPs in Florida and one of the very first ever in the world. So I go back to 1995 with one of the very first internet companies and been doing software and internet for 30 years.
I think he knows what he's doing, guys.
Yeah, I've been here, done that, yeah.
So where can everybody find you and get more information? And
Well, our website's btcpay.llc, btcpay.llc, but we are MVP. There isn't anything to buy right now. We're really business to business. And so right now, you know, we're talking to people that are interested in using new technology and kind of pilot projects. We're really not really open. We came here to the show to meet people like
new
you.
Innovation.
It is. It's right on the edge.
It's new innovation, and you're hearing it first right here. So
The Kryptochick always breaks the good stuff, so you'll always get the good news.
it's so nice to meet
Thank you for having me. It's wonderful to be with her. Big fan of what you do. The magazine is great, by the way. I mean, to be able to see some of the stuff that's going on, we're a big fan, so it's all good.
Yep. Shout out to our CEO and co-founder out there in the UK, Crypto Magazine, Nathan Collins. Love you guys. I'm Kryptochick out here representing Crypto Magazine and hanging out at the Miami Convention Center for Bitcoin 2023. And appreciate you coming and talking
Chris Terry,
with us
thank
again.
you.
And you guys go check out BTC Pay. Like he was saying, it's not ready yet. It is business to business, so you businesses get ready and stay up with it, and we'll be letting you know when it's ready to go.
Yeah, a couple more months, we might be able to have something out there. btcpay.llc. So, all right.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey everybody, this is Kryptochick with Crypto Magazine. We are at the BTC 2023 conference here in the beautiful Miami. And I'm sitting here with Jordan Eldenson, the co-founder of TradeZing. And we'd love to learn more about what you guys are doing in this space. And it's very nice to meet you.
Thanks for having me. Great. Well, TradeZing is a kind of a social finance hub for Gen Z and millennials, and the focus of it is to provide and really democratize access to financial information. We realized, especially during the pandemic, there were a lot of kind of youth that were blindly investing into the markets to the extent where they either lost a lot of money, or even on Robinhood there was an individual, a younger kid that actually committed suicide because of trades they made. So we realized there was like a major disconnect between kind of like financial literacy and this access to financial intelligence reaching that type of demographic, whether it be behind expensive paywalls or just being boring. So we set forward to build out a platform that allowed millennials and Gen Zers to come on, watch content creators that are kind of their own age, of their demographic, and provide them value, about finance, so they can kind of learn, gravitate to it, and then share it.
What kind of reaction are you guys getting so far?
People so far love it. Our platform's new, so it's a startup. So we're in the process now of kind of growing our user base. We're working with a lot of different content creators, and across stocks and traditional assets, but also digital assets and tokens, and cryptocurrencies, but also like NFTs. Really anything kind of making and saving money is kind of the area the world that we're in. But so far it's been extremely positive. Everyone we've spoken to, whether it be kind of B2B potential partners, everyone's looking to kind of reach this demo because it's a highly coveted demo. A lot of companies actually want to be able to capture Gen Z and millennials while they're young and kind of grow into their platforms. But yeah, we've had a great reception from our creator base, and then right now we're continuing to grow our viewer base and just continue to offer services.
Is it something that like any creators can join and be a part of in order to like teach and?
So what's cool is it's kind of like a community vetted system. So based off of how you interact with the platform. So if you're a content creator, you can just create content tomorrow. But again, if you start to amass a following and you start to produce really high quality content, you're going to elevate up to what we call kind of your affiliate level. So when you're an affiliate level, then you're actually able to monetize your content on our platform. And then the next step above that is considered a partnership level. So partners are kind of invited up, and they actually have to essentially meet different sets of metrics. And once they hit those metrics, they're considered a partner. So basically the community essentially is kind of vetting it based off of their engagement with that user's content. So that's how it's all kind of set up.
So you said monetization, like how would they go about monetizing on the platform?
Yeah, great question. So on our platform, there's a couple different ways. So first off, users can create content, whether it's live, they can create VODs, they can create what we call shorts, which are short form content, about 3 minutes or less, and they can also create stories. And they can decide as a creator to put some of that content behind a paywall, put parts of it behind a paywall, or put none of it behind a paywall and just use it as more of a marketing tool. And those paywalls essentially are inexpensive. So we're not talking thousands of dollars a month for like trading signals, things like that. Instead, it's like $4.99, $2.99. It's really up to the creator of what they want to charge to the end user. But essentially, they can put that up, and that's how they generate the revenue. We have a revenue share set up with them.
That's amazing. So what do you think that it would take to like get more users on board?
Yeah, so what we're doing is we're reaching out to the community and trying to find big streamers out there with a nice size following and having them kind of incentivizing their audience to come to our platform. The other thing for us, which we're kind of leaning into now, is creating a whole webinar series. So we're working with and partnering with different industry thought leaders, bringing them onto our platform, and then allowing them to kind of amass an audience around these different kind of key topics. So again, whatever we're trying to do, we're trying to kind of give back to our community. So some of these might be ticketed events, or they could just be events that are underwritten by a sponsor. But again, we're trying to create this webinar series, which is a great marketing tool. To be able to convert users without having to pay a lot other than just marketing costs.
So okay, is it tokenized?
So it's not tokenized yet. So what we actually have on our platform is something called Zings. So Zings are basically an in-app purchase currency. Very like if you download an iPhone app, you have to pay like to buy coins or something, or points for a game. Very similar. We're using that as an in-app purchase system. Eventually, we have plans potentially to look at ways to kind of reward the creators through a token. But we're building up to that.
Are you going to have like NFTs included in the platform as well? You think in the future?
So a lot of NFT project owners that we talk to like the platform a lot because they feel like they can actually launch their projects on our platform because it provides video support. It's a little bit different. A lot of NFT projects have actually historically launched on like Discord. They've done drops on there. But again, Discord and a lot of these other platforms were never built for finance. TradeZing's been built ground up for finance, so they can come onto this platform. It's a safe environment. You don't have to worry about people connecting to different wallets and having all these different scams that kind of pop up when you go into Discord, all these different bots that are trying to trick you. Here you can come on, and as a project owner for NFTs, you can actually do the drop itself, launch it on our platform, and really connect with your audience and your community. That's really what's most important. That's actually really the key differentiator between the projects that make it and don't make it is community engagement. That's it. And transparency, especially nowadays with a lot of the scams. It's all about transparency. So again, if community can get to know the project owners, then that creates a better, safer environment for everybody.
Absolutely. So, can you tell me just a little bit about your background and who's on the team and who's been working hard behind the scenes?
Yeah, so I have an interesting background. I was actually an entrepreneur that I started in high school as a software developer as a background. I created video games very early on in my career. I then actually created pretty much what Twitch TV is today with live streaming esports. I pioneered that technology years ago. So actually I partnered with Samsung. I had a company called Esports TV, and we broadcasted video game tournaments all over the world. So I ran that for about 8 years. Then I was the CTO of a publicly traded hip-hop company. I worked with Russell Simmons and Dr. Benjamin Chavis. We opened up hip-hop themed restaurants, which was kind of cool. Then I also started a mobile digital agency that I've been running for the last 14 years. I built over 400 mobile apps to date. I've done apps with Lady Gaga, 50 Cent, Kim Kardashian. I've done apps for different government agencies. I've done a little bit of everything. I actually had the highest grossing educational apps in the App Store. And actually, I was the only one ever to be featured in 2 iPad TV commercials that Steve Jobs personally gave to me when he was still alive. So I have a pretty big accolade in that world. I was also under a Forbes 30 under 30. And then after, and I've still been running that business on the side, I started then TradeZing about 2.5 years ago and assembled a really great team, hard workers, people that are passionate, energetic, love the space, that believe it, and we decided to create TradeZing. So
You have an amazing background.
thank you.
So is it like, is there more team members on board? Like how big would you say like the team is?
So we're interesting. So being kind of in the tech space, we kind of ramped up and we grew our team very large. At one point in time, we were kind of like just shy of 40 people in terms of our headcount, and a lot of that was like majority of our team was development and just a whole bunch of coders. What we've done is we've kind of trimmed that down because we actually built and finalized the app. So we moved into a maintenance mode. So we've cut our headcount down by half, because we didn't need all these different, contractors. But yeah, our team is, diverse. We have people kind of in traditional, people, for example, from like Vice Media. They just hit bankruptcy, so we're working with some people that are coming over from them. We have people that before were at Google. We have people, just a very wide, diverse range of people.
Really? Is there anything else that you would like to? I know everybody would probably like to find out like where they can find you, what the website is.
Sure. Yeah, they can go to tradezing.com, and they can go ahead and take a look at our brand new website. They can register and create an account, and then also download our app in the App Store, which is just TradeZing, and also check our social media handles out, which is also just @TradeZing.
Okay, so they can do that and just get started right away.
Get started. It's completely free right now. So website, you go. You don't have to register right off the bat. You can consume content on our website, and then in our app, you just quickly register. It takes 30 seconds.
Start learning, create content. Sounds like you guys got everything. If there are like other educational platforms that would like to collaborate with you, would they need to just reach out to your email?
Yeah, they can reach out to us. They just go to our website and they can contact us through our contact form there.
And I have quite a few different areas of people that are doing a lot of education and stuff. I think that the more people that we get together that are trying to educate, we're all kind of working towards educating mainstream, keeping people safe, and
that's what it's all about, financial literacy. And again, I think that's what's going to really make kind of the industry kind of pop. I mean, I think a lot of people went into this blindly and not knowing a lot about this, and a lot of them got burned for that reason. But if you have smarter people kind of in it, educated people in the market, making better investment decisions, I think the whole entire industry will rise.
Yeah, and it's more than just like making money. It's more than just finances. There's so many like applications, just like you made, and so much innovation in this space that it's just a matter of time, before the way I kind of look at it is we had like the Apple and the Play Store, and there's all these apps, and some of them were amazing, and some of them weren't that great, and some of them we adopted all of them. And we're kind of like, everything's evolving in that direction where it's like we have so many like tools and applications to make, and it sounds like you guys have created an amazing platform.
Yeah, and the big push for us, and I think what's going to be the biggest game changer across all fintech and finance is AI. And again, AI has been talked about a lot. ChatGPT did this and that, and OpenAI. We're actually leveraging AI in our platform. So in our new web platform, what we're doing is so we have a number of different AI products that we're working on. The first one that we rolled out is social sentiment scores. So basically what we do is on the top of our website, there's a ticker that goes by. And what it actually is doing is it's actually reading information in from Reddit and from Twitter, and from a whole bunch of other social channels, as well as just news topics. And then what it's doing is it's actually looking at how consumers, really more so like kind of retail investors, are reading this information. What do they think of it? Are they positive on it or negative on it? And we're generating a score that's around that. So we're creating these social trading signals, whether people are bearish, bullish, or neutral on these different stocks. And that's kind of just the start. What we're looking to do as well is there's large amounts of information out there. And it's kind of almost this like FOMO aspect to it, where again, people feel like they're missing out, or industries are just too complicated for them to kind of break into. So what we're doing is leveraging AI to simplify and break things down for our user. And provided that's a Gen Z and millennial, and all Gen Z and millennials are super busy, they'll claim to be super busy even as they're scrolling through their TikToks. But again, we can make things simpler and easier. That's really the future. And we think the right formula is not just going heavily all in on AI, but also still having that human component. So balancing AI with human intelligence, you create kind of this nice intersection where you can finally have this kind of fact-checked information where people can then base their investment decisions on.
Absolutely. Well, I cannot wait to use the platform myself.
Yeah, check it out.
So I really appreciate you joining me here, Jordan. And you guys go check out tradezing.com. And hey everybody, this is Kryptochick representing Crypto Magazine in the beautiful Miami, and we are sitting here with some phenomenal companies. We have the Child Support Company that is cryptocurrency based and giving back to the children, and we are announcing a new partnership with the Giving Block that has been in the crypto space for quite some time. Pretty much representing like all the different organizations and making sure that everything is transparent on the blockchain and giving back in the right direction. So what we want to do today is I'd like each of you to introduce yourself and kind of give like a background of who you are, and we'll start with Miss Flower Girl here.
Hi, I'm Flower Girl. Well, I'm Jenny, but I've been with Child Support since the beginning of the coin, and we are a new cryptocurrency project, and we take a portion of our percentage of our investor money we donated to children's charities. I've been in cryptocurrency since about 2014, 15, and never really been on this side of crypto before. So I love charity. I've always been working with charities. I've had a younger brother that was he stayed at the Ronald McDonald House, and I've always loved it. And when I found out about this project because of this wonderful woman right here, that I decided to become a part of the project and do the best I can because I'm our global charity director. And when I reached out to Zoe, it just seemed like it would be a perfect fit, and that's where we are today.
And then we have Cindy, that's also with Child Support.
AKA CS Mama.
Yes, Mama, that's right.
Yes, we're happy to be part of the Giving Block. Just get in there and really correspond with more different cryptos that want to get involved and just expand the horizons of, hey, you can give back to charities and do it in a most vetted way. And you don't have to get in there and get your hands too sticky. Like, they already do everything for us. Sometimes have that platform.
And then Zoe, it's really great to have you here. And how long have you been with the Giving Block? And if you can kind of give like, some details on how the Giving Block operates. And...
For sure. Yeah, so my name's Zoe. I manage Web3 partnerships for the Giving Block. I joined the team around 2 years ago. I think I was the 14th team member, and we're up to 80 or so. In short, we help nonprofits accept crypto donations, right? So at our most basic level, we're allowing nonprofits to accept donations in crypto. But beyond that, we're also very focused on actually helping them integrate into Web3. So providing them education, resources, and support so that they can actually enter the space and so that they can work with amazing companies and amazing projects in the space like Child Support.
Absolutely. Well, thank you all for being here. Do you want to kind of like, aka Mama, do you want to kind of like give a background of like when Child Support started and kind of like what the mission is?
Well, we started, back in January. Really wanted to be community-based, and we got right into our Telegram and just started plugging away and really got to know our community. From that point on, just opened the door for everyone to get involved. Just spreading the word about Child Support, what we're doing. 2% goes to charities right now. We are basically, not a charity ourselves, but we're just the vehicle that gets you there. So it's really nice. With our NFTs coming out, that'll actually be 11%. So that's really nice to just get back in that direction.
And so since you're not like a nonprofit, so partnering with the Giving Block is one of the, an amazing reasons why that's really important. Can you, let me go on to Flower Girl Jenny. So what kind of donations have you guys done so far?
We've taken a coin out 13 weeks, and which is pretty impressive for the things that we've accomplished and the things we've done. We've given over $40,000 in 13 weeks to charities. So we're focused on children's charities. We love the kids, and so I know the Giving Block has so many children's charities, and even if they're, whatever they however they decide, that's why we're using them, because they vet everybody, so we know that whatever charity we're giving to is, you know, it's a good charity, it's going to the right places, it's, you know, and with them being one of the vehicles that we're using to be able to donate to charities, it's puts our investors at ease. You know, they know that their money's going to the right place, and like, you know, Zoe said, and so did Mama, that it's just really transparent so people can see that it's a good thing and that they're not sending their money somewhere where it shouldn't be. And so for 13 weeks and over $40,000, that's pretty impressive.
That is very impressive.
I like it. I love it. I love it.
So Zoe, like, can you kind of explain like what the process is like if somebody like wanted like how exactly the giving block works, like what that looks like, and like kind of how you see like the future of the giving block moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, we're focusing on empowerment, both of nonprofits as well as of donors. So from a donor's perspective, obviously the most simple way to donate crypto is directly. So going on our website, either searching for the nonprofit or just selecting one in a category, and then generating a crypto address in your desired crypto. I think we have 80 plus at this point. And then after you've generated that address, you can just send the crypto there. It goes directly to the nonprofit. We do not act as a middleman. It's all direct to the nonprofit, and from there they can choose what they want to do with it. They can have it automatically converted to fiat. They can hold the crypto. They can choose to hold Ethereum or convert Bitcoin, whatever they want. It's all customizable through our software. But when you're talking about the future, I think there's some more kind of interesting, expansive ways that we can see people donating. So things like donating a percentage of an NFT mint, or using communities like the Child.support community to do these kind of group fundraisers, rather than the kind of traditional single donor that's maybe an investor looking for a tax write-off. This is a more group, decentralized way to support so many of these nonprofits that are achieving fantastic things, you know, all around the world.
So it kind of like keeps the community involved and definitely
100%.
like encourages paying forward and shapes the, you know, like who people are and like what they're doing and stuff like that and why they're doing it. So where do you guys see, like, first of all, like I absolutely huge supporter of Child Support. I love everything you guys are doing, and where do you see like the future going with what you guys have built?
Yeah, totally. I mean, you know, we have seen massive growth in crypto donations every year since we were founded, and that includes during the bear market. So even though, you know, the average crypto investor or NFT holder has, you know, less disposable income than they did the year before, we still actually saw a rise in crypto donations, which is really amazing. I think that even with the, you know, kind of success that crypto fundraising has seen, there's still a lot of room for growth. There's still a lot of nonprofits to onboard, and there's still kind of new ways to support nonprofits. You know, I mentioned the NFT example, but we're also seeing some interesting things with things like DAOs and other, you know, kind of decentralized, more kind of advanced ways of providing support for nonprofits.
And then Jenny, like what's like kind of like the roadmap ahead for Child Support?
I think we do have our NFT platform coming out, and we have some exciting things on our NFT platform. We're going to have different different rooms that you can extend it off the platform, where we'll have one that's it's like a art room where they can actually come in. We were talking to Zoe about this earlier, about kids coming in, running a contest, and having children actually compete, you know, through the community votes on it, and they actually try to get their drawings and stuff. They win the contest and it goes on an NFT. They also, there's charities that we've talked to that are with the Giving Block and some that aren't, that we're going to get them that way, but that we'll be able to do fundraisers like you were talking about on that. And the Giving Block is great about helping us promote those things and giving us an area wherever we decide to do a fundraiser. It'll be good, like, to grow ours. And then Mama has, she is really in charge of the metaverse, and we're very, very excited about Web3. We have a special project coming out called Mars Vegas coming out at some point.
Let's let
And
Mama.
this is her.
Let's hear
this
about
is her
Mars
creation.
Vegas.
So yeah, you tell them more about
Well,
this
you
one.
know, everyone wants to go to the moon, right? But we just say the moon is the pit stop, and we're really going to Mars Vegas. And you know, beyond Mars Vegas, well, there's the Milky Way, but we'll get to that soon.
And we're taking the kids with us.
We're taking the kids with us, and they know the way. And you know, it'd be basically a hot spot to basically run around, and you may
Run into a whale.
may run into a whale, but you know, we'll probably have what I envision is more like a small game that you can play, and basically you'll see these moon children, we call them, in this metaverse, and you basically want to collect them, scoop them up, and save them. Kind of like an orphan, you know, you want to get out there and just outreach. And as you gather and you're collecting points, you know, you can use those points and maybe get a hoodie or, you know, like a little merch on the side. And, you know, maybe run into your friends out there and
Yeah, like a meeting room,
a meeting room, and you never know, there could be like a DJ in one of the corners, and it's like a little get together.
Absolutely. What do you ladies like think that the biggest way that everybody can participate and help?
Right now, I mean, it's just to buy the coin and then, you know, get ready for the next step. The NFT is coming out, we're just going to keep building and building. But basically, with our program, we're going to do an NFT gets you into the stake. So that gives you an entry not only to buy an NFT and get everyone on board, but you're also participating in the next step, because everyone likes staking.
It's a good way to for a community to grow.
You know, it's fun for the investors.
So Zoe, like I'm really curious on like how you feel about like when you know I know you met these ladies and like, introduced what they were doing. Like, had you seen anybody in the space like trying to do what they're doing, or what are your thoughts on?
You know, we would not exist without innovative and creative projects and companies in the space that are trying to find ways that they can support causes they care about. But I do think there's something pretty unique about Child.support, both from a perspective of their community as well as the range of nonprofits that y'all have decided to support. You know, you are really expanding the reach and impact you can have by selecting multiple nonprofits and being so creative about this roadmap, right? Whether it's your NFT launch or it's Mars Vegas or the future of the project. I think that when we see a project like Child.support, that it's not just a one-off thing. It's not just okay, we'll have a big event and then we'll donate and then we'll disappear. When we see something that is truly connecting with the community and planning for the future, that's really special, that's really rare, and that's why I was so excited to speak with you and to learn more about this.
Yeah, that's amazing. We're just as excited, so.
It's absolutely beautiful. If there's any last words that you would like to say?
Well, it's just this whole weekend, it's just all about connections. And thank you so much for connecting us. And
we love you, Kryptochick. We love this.
I love you guys too. I absolutely love you.
We do, and I'm Zoe's part of our family now, so I'm super excited because when I got to meet her, I was just, you always talk to somebody on the phone, you don't really, and then as soon as you meet them, you're like, okay, this is gonna work. This is great. So
here we are.
Here we are in Miami.